What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video, and I'm just checking in on you. What's going on? How you doing? Now this is going to be your weekly vendor reset and must-buys for today, October 4th. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But we're going to start in Washington, D.C., and we will finish up this video in New York City. Our first stop is the base of ops. Here we go. So starting off with the Point Man, this is the named Heligard chess piece with perfect Vanguard. Now this one comes with crit hit damage and skill damage with a very low core attribute roll. Then we have a tactical UMP 45 with accuracy and unwavering, followed by an AKM with strained and crit hit damage. Okay. And then a PX4 Storm Type T with crit chance and killer. Now looking at the gear items, we have a Heligard backpack with armor regen, headshot, and creeping death. And then a Petrov chess piece with double crit. Dang. And kinetic momentum. Now looking at the mods, we have a crit chance 4.3, drone deflect duration 6.2, turret duration 5.7, and sticky bomb skill haste of 4.1. Now must buys things to look at from the base of ops. The AKM with strained is always a good choice with the low RPM. And the more you are shooting the weapon, the more crit damage you get. That would be a good one to use, especially if you paired that up with Umbra Initiative. Hint, hint, wink, wink. The Heligard backpack is a good one. Armor regen and headshot is a great combination. So if you were to go for an armor regen headshot build, this would be a good backpack to use, and you would also get that 5% total armor buff from the brand set bonus. And then I would just re-roll that creeping death off for like adrenaline rush or, something like that for more survivability and or damage. And then finally, the Petrov chess piece with double crit is a great pickup. Now, what I would do is re-roll that talent kinetic momentum off for whatever talent you want, and then just optimize that core attribute. I do understand that that weapon damage roll is low, but finding a Petrov chess piece with double crit and then being able to put whatever talent you want on it, it will be worth it to optimize that core attribute. All right, so that is it for that base of ops vendor. Our next stop is going to be the Countdown Vendor and Clan Vendor. Now remember, the Countdown Vendor and Clan Vendor are both in Washington, D.C. and New York City, but I go ahead and show you the ones in Washington, D.C. And here is your Countdown Vendor. So we get 3 named items. First one, we have the Designated Hitter. This is the named marksman rifle with perfect reformation and stability. Then we have a punch drunk. Hey, whoa, okay. Damn. So this is probably going to be the title of my video. This is a God rolled punch drunk. This is a must buy. Pick it up right now. Countdown Vendor, 75 requisition tokens or credits, whatever you want to call it. Right now, pick this one up. Pick up 2 of them. Shit, pick up 3 of them. You could have one with each of the core attributes, because this one has max crit chance and max the headshot damage of 20%. So you could easily throw another crit chance on there for the mod or another headshot there for the mod. Either way, great mask. Pick this up right now. You could have one with weapon damage as the core, with armor as the core, and with skilled tier as the core. It doesn't matter. This is a great mask. Pick it up right now. The Punch Trunk Countdown Vendor. Let's go. And then we have the Mozambique Special. This is the named pistol with perfect breadbasket, and it comes with mag size. But no, for real though, the Punch Trunk, pick it up. Do it. Do it. Do it now. Headshot and crit chance is a perfect combination. And if you're using this with, say, a pistol build, an AR build, what have you, this is a great mask to run. Not bad. Not bad. That one took me off guard there. I was like, whoa. Let's just throw in a god rolled PvP exclusive item. There we go. All right. And last stop at the base of ops is going to be our clan vendor. Here we go.
Good to see you, Agent.
Starting with the force multiplier. This is another great item to pick up today. So the force multiplier is the named Hanayu backpack with perfect combined arms. Now this one already has skill damage on it, so reroll that hazard protection off for, say, skill haste or status effects, whatever it is you're doing with your skill build. But this is a great one to pick up. So reroll the hazard off for another yellow attribute, and then just optimize that skill damage. Then for our gear set items, we have a Future Initiative chest piece with skill haste. Remember, Future Initiative chest piece and backpack were both raid exclusives to the Iron Horse raid up until the start of year 4, and now it is in general loot. So here we go, the Future Initiative chest piece. Then we have True Patriot gloves with repair skills and a really high armor core. That's a good one to pick up. You could re-roll the repair skills off for whatever attribute you want, and this one would probably only be maybe 1 or 2 optimizations, and you would have this one completely maxed out and god rolled. And then we have striker gloves with weapon handling. Now looking at the high-end items, we have a hunting M44 with damage to armor and steady-handed, followed by a Negev with mag size and unhinged, and then a custom L86 with unhinged and headshot. Then we have a Bellstone mask with crit chance and hazard. With this one, you could easily, this is another great one to pick up. You could easily reroll that hazard off for armor regen and then have an armor regen crit. Or if you want to go armor regen hazard, you could reroll the crit chance off for the armor regen there and then have an armor regen hazard build. Either way, this is a good mask to pick up, Bellstone Armory. Then we have a military P416 with rate of fire and fast hands, followed by Douglas and Harding gloves with health and armor regen, and then finally Richter and Kaiser holster with crit chance and skill haste. Now looking at the mods, we have crit chance 5%, repair skills 17%, skill haste 10.7, and chem launcher skill haste of 6.1. Now must-buys things to look at from the clan vendor. The force multiplier is a good one. Future Initiative chess piece used to be a raid exclusive. The True Patriot gloves with the really high core attributes, a good one. Just re-roll the repair skills for whatever you want. The Bellstone Armory mask is a good one for either a armor regen hazard or armor regen crit. And that's it from the clan vendor. All right, so that is it from our base of ops. Now we're going to go west and then make our way back east. Our first stop is going to be the campus settlement. Now, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Now, we do this every single week, so I hope to see you guys next week as well for our weekly vendor reset. Now, here we are at the campus, starting with the Carnage. This is the named Negev LMG with Perfect Sadist. Now, this one comes with crit hit damage. Then we have a custom M44 with mag size and first blood, and then a GR9 with armor damage and vindictive. That's the combination you want for an LMG. You want the LMG, damage targets out of cover, and damage to armor. This one has all of those, but that LMG damage is really low, and then vindictive, I'll pass. And then for the gear items, we have Overlord Mask with hazard and status effects, and then a Petrov holster with repair skills and hazard. Looking at the mods, repair skills 16.2, chem launcher duration 4.2, hive +4 stem charges, pulse skill haste 5%, and trap duration of 4.1. Now, must-buys, things to look at from the campus. Nah. All right, now let's make our way to the Dark Zones. Our first stop is going to be Dark Zone West. West! Now, remember, for each of these Dark Zones, you can only purchase things from these vendors with DZ resources. The only way to get them is within the Dark Zone. Now, to double check your resources, go to your inventory, go over to your resource tab, and then it's just above the keys. For example, I have 105 out of 999 for my DZ resources. So if I find anything that I want to buy today, I'm going to have to jump into the Dark Zone and farm a little bit more. That way I can have enough to, purchase whatever it is. But with all that said and done, let's go. DZ West. Here we go. Starting with the Firm Handshake. This is the named Sokolov Concern gloves with status effects. This one comes with crit hit damage. Not bad, but the crit hit damage and the weapon damage are both very low. Then we have a Spaz 12 with rate of fire and ignited, followed by a military MK17 with swap speed and ranger. Looking at the gear items, we have Aces and Eights gloves with armor regen, hardwired knee pads with status effects, Murakami gloves with status effects and hazard, and then finally 511 knee pads with explosive resistance and status effects. Now looking at the mods, we have Disrupt Resistance 8.5, Seeker Mine Health 6.3, Shield Deflector Damage 4.2, Firefly Damage 5.9, and Decoy Duration of 6.0. Now must-buys, things to look at from DZ West, no, not at all. All right, let's go down south. We're going down south, boys. That's right. We're the deep south. Oh, boy. I'm getting good at that. That's pretty funny. All right, so DZ South. Hopefully we get something good. The only good item I could, really recommend today is that Punch Trunk Mask. Man, that thing is amazing. All right, here we go. DZ South. Starting with the Safety Distance. This is the named MPX that no one really uses. This is the, I guess, the brother or, the twin to the Apartment, where they are both named SIG MPX SMGs, but this one comes with Perfect Outsider. So after you kill an enemy, you get 125% optimal range and accuracy, which on paper sounds cool. Yeah, you could laser beam some people from far away with the SMG, but in all actuality, come on, there's way better weapons out there. Now, for this one, it comes with max headshot damage, which you don't want on here, and it has really low crit chance and SMG rolls, so I would pass on the Safety Distance. Now, looking at the weapons, we have an MP5 with armor damage and sledgehammer. Cool. Then we have a TKB 408 with crit hit damage and ignited. And then a M45A1 with health damage and ranger. Looking at the gear items, we have a Tip of the Spear backpack with weapon handling, Striker chest piece with skill damage, 511 backpack with versatile status effects and explosive resistance, and then finally Fenris chest piece with repair skills, armor regen, and reassigned. Now that Striker with skill damage, that could be something. I don't know. Let me know if you guys Striker skill damage build. I don't know. All right, and to the mods, we have a headshot damage 7.2, drone deflect duration 6.3, turret skill haste 6.0, and sticky bomb skill haste of 4.3. Now, must-buys, things to look at from DZ South. Not really. Not really. All right, moving on. And our last stop for the Dark Zones is going to be Dark Zone East. Now, remember, I go to the Alpha checkpoint. That way, I just do the double load in. I'm good to go. And I don't have to run through that entire courtyard. So if you go to the main entrance, you're going to have to run through that entire courtyard. But if you do it this way, you just hit that loading screen twice, and then you're done. That way you don't have to run all the way through there. All right, DZ East. Come on, big money, big money, big money.
Welcome, agent.
All right. So we get the good times. This is the named LMG with perfect fast hands. Now this one does come with armor damage, which I just said that's what you want on an LMG. I don't know. I don't know. They nerfed the M60 into the ground in like what, year 1, year 2 maybe. And ever since then I've never really looked at the M60s the same since. However, this one is the perfect fast hands variant. So as long as you have high crit, you could probably, hit some crazy reload speeds. But yeah, check it out here, DZ East. Then we have a SOCOM Mark 20 with damage targets at a cover and reformation, followed by an infantry MG5 with health damage and fast hands. Looking at the gear items, we have Hunter's Mask with crit hit damage, Hunter's Holster with headshot, Badger Mask with decent core attributes, skill damage, and hazard, and then a 511 Holster with crit chance and explosive resistance. Now looking at the mods, skill duration 8.4, Chem Launcher Heal 6.1, not Stinger, but Hive Stem Efficiency 8.3, Pulse Health 14%, and Trap Duration of 4.3. Now, must buys from DZ East. I mean, check out the good times if that's what you want. But for me personally, I'm going to pass. Now, our last stop in Washington, D.C. is going to be the theater settlement. The theater. Here we go. Whenever I do the theater, it reminds me of, you guys remember that Thor Ragnarok scene where Matt Damon and all them were playing Thor and Loki? They were doing it in like a theater setting. It was pretty funny. I think they even did it again in Love and Thunder. Good times. Anyways, theater settlement.
Nice seeing you again.
Starting with the Calibre. This is the named shotgun with perfect jazz hands. Comes with crit hit damage. Then we have a custom M870 with crit chance and fast hands. And then a 1886 with swap speed and lucky shot. Now looking at the gear items, we have a Hanayu pair of gloves with skill damage and headshot. That could be good with like a skill damage capacitor build, or you could just reroll that headshot off for skill haste or status effects and then just use it for a skill build. And then we have Richter and ooh. Yo, pick up these. All right. This is what I would call one of the rarest items you're going to find. Richter and Kaiser with explosive resistance and hazard is very hard to find. So with this pair of knee pads, I would reroll the skill tier off for armor and then try to find another Richter and Kaiser with hazard and explosive resistance. That way you can run 2 of them with armor on both. That way you can be tanky, you could have your explosive resistance up, and you could also have your hazard protection up. Yeah, that's actually, this is a wild card. Not a lot of people would see this, but definitely pick this one up, Richter and Kaiser knee pads at the theater. And then for the mods, we have Pulse Resistance 8.3, Seeker Mine Damage 4.2, Shield Deflector Damage 4.2, Firefly Skill Haste 5.8, and Decoy Health of 6%. Now anything from the theater, Hanayu gloves if you want to use that for a skill build, and then the Richter and Kaiser for those hazard explosive resistance builds. All right, so that is it for Washington, D.C. Let's make our way to New York City, and then we are all done. Now, if you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up, support the stream, support the channel by subscribing. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I do a lot of these in one take, one shot. We do it live, so I hope you enjoy it. Doing it all off the dome.
Safe area
All right, now we have 2 vendors left. We have Marco up here at the top of the escalator, and then Roy Benitez just outside. So here is Marco.
Hey there. You got something to trade?
Starting with the PP19. This one comes with damage targets at a cover and future perfect. Then we have a G28 with max headshot, stability, and fast hands, followed by a police Mark 17 with armor damage and lucky shot, and then a officer's M9A1 with crit chance and breadbasket. Now looking at the gear items, we have a Hanayu chest piece with reassigned weapon handling and crit hit damage, Fenris gloves with crit hit damage and weapon handling, and then finally Badger Tough holster with headshot and skill damage. Now looking at the mods, Skill Haste 10.1, Skill Haste, what the, oh my god, this happens again and again. So we have 2 mod slots, 2 of the exact same mods, and they are, oh man, what is this? Randomly generated my ass. And then we have a drone damage reduction 4.7, Firefly +1 max target, and trap duration of 4.2. Now must buys things to look at from Marco, not really. All right, our last stop of the video, Roy Benitez. So I hope you enjoyed this long ride, but wait, you have to pet the dog. You have to interact with the dog. All right, he's sitting here, he's wagging his tail, he's looking for you. Don't just pass him over. What are you? What is that? Come on. You got to pet the dog, be nice, check the bowl, check the water. All right, buddy. See you again next week. And then finally, Roy Benitez. Here we go.
How can I help you, Agent?
Starting with the Tommy gun. Now this one comes with headshot damage and preservation. Then we have a covert SRS with health damage and close and personal, followed by a M870 Express with stability and steady-handed, and then a M1911 with lucky shot and swap speed. Now looking at the gear items, we have a Sokolov Concern chest piece with hazard, skill damage, and efficient, followed by a Wyvern pair of knee pads with explosive resistance and repair skills, and then a Douglas and Harding mask with weapon handling and crit hit damage. Looking at the mods, Ensnare Resistance 8.5, Pulse Resistance 8.3, that's the second one today, Turret Health 7.4, Hive Duration 4.1, and finally Sticky Bomb Blast Radius of 5%. Now must buys things to look at from Roy Benitez, not really.
Thanks.
And that is it, everyone, for your weekly vendor reset and must buys for today, October 4th. I am Kamikazevondoom. If you found this video helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And then also subscribe and ring that notification bell. That way you don't miss a single Division video. But all right, everyone, have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.